What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes, and welcome to another episode of Deck Decider. As you can see, we are on random.org, and for those of you that don't know what Deck Decider is, what it is I go to random.org, I put in the number 11 for the draw, keep all of the spades, all the hearts, all the diamonds, all the clubs, everything can go, and I draw 11 cards, and each one of these 11 cards represents a player in a squad that I will build. And so I have a rating system that I've developed, and it goes with each of the leagues. So first off, we'll look at the rating system and look what each of these cards means. So an ace is for players rated 90 to 95, a king for players 88 to 89, queen 86 to 87, so on and so forth all the way down. Make sure that though you look at the 2 on the right is for players rated 67 and below. So it takes into account quite a big range. Obviously for some, if I were to do this for nationalities, I'd have to take a little bit more into consideration because not everybody has a player rated 90 or above, but all the big leagues do. So for the sake of this deck decider, I randomly chose going in that the Barclays Premier League would represent hearts, spades would be for the French League 1, diamonds would be for the Serie A, and clubs would be for the Liga BBVA. And if you remember the draw, we managed to get an ace of clubs, and since clubs is BBVA, that leaves me 2 options. That's Messi, that's Ronaldo. Well, actually more than 2. I think Xavi's a 90 as well, and Iniesta maybe as well. So, but for the sake of this, you're gonna actually have to wait and see who I chose. But we're gonna go ahead and build the squad. Gonna show you how I built it, where all the cards went into consideration. The goal is gonna be to make a squad with perfect 99 chem, 9 chem at each position. It can be a bit challenging, and these squads take a long time to build, and picking the right formation, it's not always my favorite formation, but some of you guys might have seen it tweeted out yesterday. It was going to be a throwback, and we're throwing it all the way back to the beginning of FIFA 12, the 4-4-1-1. I've yet to play it on FIFA. Going to populate the squad with where the cards are going to go. So you can see I've got a really weak point at right back and a really weak point at CM. Those are going to be 67 or below rated cards. And then I've got a 4 of hearts in net. So that's going to be a Barclays Premier League keeper between the rating of 70 and 71 if you want to refer back to the rating system. But this is just going to give you a look. Our striker is going to be the ace of clubs. So that odds are you figured it out. It's going to be Leo Messi up front. And then we've got the next highest rated player, a jack of spades out on the wide right. And that's going to be a French league player. But we're going to go ahead and search through the keepers. And it is going to be none other than the Arsenal keeper, Manone. He's Italian. He's going to work well getting that Serie A connection, which are diamonds, as you remember. We'll go ahead and get the diamond center back in there. Going to be a 80 rated Silvestre. He plays for Inter Milan. He's got over 70 pace. He's actually a pretty darn strong bet for a cheap center back if you need one. Over 80 defending and over 80 heading, also quite good. We take the informed Koscielny as, I believe that's the 10, what was the Premier League? 10 of hearts is where he's going to be our right back. Crescenzi, he kind of surprised me. He really wasn't as terrible as I thought he was going to be. 68 pace, though. Luna, on the other hand, amazing silver left back. If you have any sort of a hybrid side with Spanish silvers, or you just need a Spanish or a Liga BBVA or Spanish left back, have a look at him. 5'10". He feels like a very, very strong and big player out on the pitch. We're going to put Perotti in front of him, helping with the Messi connection. And Perotti is another one of those players. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills. Kind of an unbelievable, not really talked about player on Ultimate Team. Very much enjoyed playing with him. Ferry, on the other hand, the bronze 61 rated French default CDM for Olympique Lyonnais, not very strong. Verratti, a pretty solid silver, not my favorite. Decent dribbling skills, was in good places. We're going to take the informed pass story, sent me back about 19,000, 20,000 coins maybe, in the right mid spot. Going to play Lisandro Lopez, another Argentinian, so kind of got a theme going here at the center forward spot. And there he is, big Leo Messi up front. We build this squad, and now the goal is to take them into the Gold Cup and win the tournament. And so I don't think there's been a case, at least not this year. I've only done one deck decider so far. But make sure you guys leave your feedback if I can get some feedback, or if you do enjoy this series, a like or thumbs up obviously would be appreciated. But we're going to go on in, take it just kind of like the way we do Path to Power style. So they're going to show you entering the tournament and all that good stuff in between. First match on we go. You never know what you're going to get in the Gold Cup, and it could be really good or it could be really bad. We're playing Raging Dew 611 FC Knox. He's got a Brazilian side, some good Brazilian players. However, they're not all in their preferred formations, and we're going to take advantage of that. Lisandro Lopez playing in Leo Messi over the top, and what would you think? A perfect way to start. A little chip over the keeper, classic Messi, if I do say so myself. As many of you guys know, I used the informed Leo Messi when he first came out in a stream, and I gotta say, I prefer the regular Messi. I don't know if this formation fits him better, but he's the first informed card on this game that I've just thought, not really work it. Totally misjudged Alexander Pato's pace, and he just rifles that in. Manone left me wanting more. He is not a good keeper on this game. Do not buy him. That would be just my simplest suggestion for all of that. He made he parries stuff when he should just be able to grab it. He doesn't save it. Thank goodness for Lisandro Lopez, though, in 45th minute headers from corners. We're going to take a 2-1 lead going in at the break. This guy wasn't exactly a stellar player, and I had more chances, but I wanted to score some good goals for you guys and, have a little bit of fun with this. I got to say, too, 4-4-1-1, very enjoyable to play. I think I'll have to be transferring that over to Path to Power as you're looking for some sort of a change, and I forgot how much fun this formation is when you have the right personnel out there. Now, I'm not saying every player I had in the squad was the right sort of personnel, but I did have a few players that I really enjoyed playing with, and I felt like they fit this formation quite nicely. Messi, though, doing what he does. Roofs it top net, the best net. Give us a 3-1 lead in the 56th. We're going to steal it away. Crescenzi, the overpowered bronze right back that he is with his 68 pace, bombing forward up the line. I'm going to try to do a little bit of step over work with him, and it goes past one. Get a little bit greedy here and a little ambitious, trying to take on the whole team. Ends up finding Pastore, though, and Pastore going to do a little fake shot, a little fake kick, and roofs it again, far corner. He is a very, very enjoyable player to use, the informed Pastore. He doesn't really necessarily have the fastest amount of, he's not the fastest player, doesn't have an unbelievable amount of pace, but he's really kind of fun to use. He's very strong on the ball, and his shots are quite on point, and that's really all you can ask for. When he gets inside as a right mid, he's quite good. Left foot strong enough to do the job. And here's Pastore, a little bit more work. Finds Verratti inside. Verratti is going to blow past one player, manage to step inside and just slot Ferry in, but Ferry is bad. Very, very bad. He was by far the weakest point on this side. I think he has 55 defending, 55 dribbling, and like 51 shooting, something like that. But luckily, Verratti there to pick up the rebound on what's a very lucky slide tackle that it wasn't a foul. The guy just ended up jumping over it, and we managed to pick it up. So 5-1 the final score. A good start to the tournament. Good start to us hopefully progressing all the way through to the final. No changes needed. Everybody is on perfect morale. Everybody's on perfect fitness, more or less. So they have one game under their belt. So they're still high 90s, which is really all you can ask for. We're coming up against FK Sampioni, and this guy's squad looks to be a mess. Not stellar chemistry, not stellar positions for all of his players. Messi stepping inside, and something like this for Leo, just too easy. Never going to miss a chance like that. He has a thunderous left foot on this game. Don't let his ratings fool you. He is outstanding. I think I paid something like 1,100,000 coins, maybe something along those lines, which I still, if you guys saw it, I still have about 700,000 coins left beyond that. But we're leading the break here. It's Lisandro Lopez breaking through. His one issue, as you guys can remember from Path to Power, is that he does run himself ragged. Cheeky little chipped finish, though, from Verratti, running on the break from the left side as well. Very much encourage you to pick him up if you need a cheap left-sided option. You have an Argentinian side, and because he has the 5-star weak foot as well, you could really sub him in and play him just about anywhere on the pitch. Another bit of 1-2 work, Verratti and Messi. Verratti getting played back in on through, just him versus the keeper. And this is just another cheeky little chip. Have one, have two. And that is the magic number for Verratti right there, giving us a nice little lead. Love the chip on this game. It always just looks so nice when it floats into the back. 3-0 though right now, and this is just a bizarre goal. What kind of a sequence is this? Players falling down everywhere, and then Manone just... I he leaves me speechless. I don't. It was kind of a P roller on the ground. He just kind of laid down over it as it went by him. Don't buy him. I've said it again. I feel like a broken record at this point, but just don't buy him. Moving on to the next round of the tournament, though, got a little bit of contract action. Going to give everybody a squad. Actually, we're going to play this match and then squad fitness for the final. Make sure everybody is in good shape. We're still in the low to mid 90s, so quite good fitness. This guy, very good players, not such stellar chemistry. Actually, his players might be on okay chemistry as well, but going to make a mess of this. Is he inside the box? And that's some wonderful little step over work, change of pace, change of direction from my center back, Sylvester. And that's the use of the 2-star skill moves that people just don't see. He ends up putting it into the bottom corner, and this is just a lovely free kick. Just a few minutes later, that goal was in the 3rd minute, this goal in the 5th, so I must have just fouled him off of kickoff. Lucas Podolski, a wondrous header in off of it, just a brilliant free kick. I could not say anything. I wanted to watch all the replays, didn't hit A. I don't think he hit A either. He was pretty happy and satisfied with that goal. So it's 1-1. Now we're in the 35th minute. Nice bit of passing sequence. And the 4-4-1-1 really is quite good for combo play. Little 1-2s all over the pitch. There are plenty of triangles that kind of show themselves up. It's a good formation for your outside wings to get forward as well. How about that for a strike, though? Javier Pastore, top net, the best net. What an angle to score a goal like that from. That's what I was talking about with him just kind of being an enjoyable player and managing to cut inside. I guess it wasn't top net, but still side net, far post. I got a little top net. So 2-1 the final score on this one, and we are on our way into the final. Thank goodness. Cal Freezy, I showed him the squad, and he was like, oh, well, the tough part, or the fun part of building the squad is now complete. Now the tough part about winning with it. And I was a little bit nervous because of the 2 bronze players and kind of positions that can be exploited on FIFA, but I really have a strong core to this side. My wing midfielders are very good. My attack is actually amazing. My center backs are very, very strong. Between Sylvester and Koscielny, they shut down just about everything. With 2 center backs over 70 pace and a 4-back formation, you're generally doing pretty well, especially Koscielny with that 75 pace and being an in-form. He's a pretty strong guy when taking the ball away, so was happy with that. We're coming up against Chelsea, and they've got the new Demba Ba in there. Not quite a full Chelsea side, but a 4-3-3 regardless. And he's got decent chemistry, though. A lovely little bit of combo play here. Going to send Messi inside one more time back to the end line and off the post. And oh, what a mess. And then it falls back to Messi. You're never going to give him 2 chances like that and not have him make you pay, which he does right there. 18th minute goal, getting things started. He is a little maestro on the pitch. He's in wonderful places, and he's very, very quick. You really don't even need to use skills with him if you don't want to. You can just kind of use changes of direction. Verratti, though, a little bit of step over action. Going to get David Luiz going the wrong way. Step back inside. Find the right pass, which is to Lisandro Lopez right here. Going to get all the way to the end line, and Javier Pastore standing wide open on the far post. Triple tap cross. When I say triple tap, that means you tap X or... is it square on PS3? I think it's square on PS3. 3 times as fast as you can, and it keeps it low and crosses it in, and that's just a brilliant little way to get a second goal here. Managed to take away possession, and we are on the counter or on the attack again. You can see I've got players moving all over the place. Messi, though, too pacey for Sylvain Distin. Gonna skip on in by him. He just overruns that with Jonathan, and that's an easy slot in for the Messiah in the 37th minute, giving us another goal and a comfortable lead in the final. So it looks like we're going to manage to pull this one out. Ferry getting things started going forward here. Lovely little bit of combo play, and it's Lopez playing in Verratti, who is kind of an animal in some senses, where he just ends up all over the place from that center midfield spot, which is kind of nice. Parati stepping inside, cutting end line like I talk about in Path to Power all the time. Top net, the best net from Parati right there. Near post is still so OP. I talk about it in just about every episode, as I get a goal with it in just about every episode. But that's he was worried about the finesse shot, and you have to cover the near post on this game. It's just that simple. Ferry stealing it away, though, and he's going to play actually a wonderful through ball to Lisandro Lopez, who's going to just outpace everybody and run it on into the net. to seal the victory. 5-0 the score in the final, and our Deck Decider V2 squad has managed to pull out 4 wins in 4 games played. Very enjoyable squad to play with. I'll be leaving a link to the squad if you want to check it out, a FootWiz link. I've saved it on there so you guys can see about what the squad would cost, or go check it out. All things considered, want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your support. If you did enjoy this, a like or thumbs up would be absolutely amazing. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.